Hello, Spencer Karter. This is Will the Thrill here. I know I've been trying to reason with you. I'm going to try one more time to try to get through to you. I come up with the greatest idea I can ever imagine. I'm doing this right now because it's still fresh in my head. Spencer Karter, I know you want change to happen on YouTube and Google, but all you do is just sit there and complain about the problems. That's all you do. I want to give you the greatest advice I can think of, coming from a fellow human being on the autism spectrum. Actions speak louder than words. So what I'm suggesting you, my advice to you is, instead of just sitting there complaining about it, that's not going to make the problems go away. Do something about it. Go to school. You have good knowledge. You're smart. Put it to good use. Go to school. Do programming and everything. And then you get done with school. It may take a while for you to learn this stuff. But once you're done learning, once you're done with the school, get a job at Google. Get hired at the lowest, and then get promoted. Work your way up. And then, someday in the future, someday, Spencer, you will become Google CEO in the future. Once you put your knowledge to good use. You start at the bottom, at the company, get promoted, work your way up, and then someday you will be Google CEO. You will replace Sundar Pichai. Then you get to do what you've been dying to do, what you've been dying to see happen. You will make it happen. You will make it happen. You will do what you've been wanting to see for the longest time. You will call YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki to your office and then say it right in her face, right in front of her. You will say, Susan Wojcicki, you're fired. Get your stuff and get out of here. So you will be the person that will fire Susan Wojcicki. So I suggest you take my advice, go to school, learn everything about working at Google, learn everything about programming, everything. Then get an application for Google with your degree of what you earn at the school. Then they'll like you, you get promoted. Then someday, since you're very smart, you will be Google CEO, and then you would fire YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki once you replace Sundar Pichai as Google CEO. Once you fire Susan Wojcicki, you will see if either Chad Hurley or Steve Chen, the founders of YouTube, see if they're willing to partner with you. So, you will make the changes to Google and YouTube. It will be you. You will make the changes to Google and YouTube. Not only will Google and YouTube will Google run YouTube, but Google and YouTube will be partners. Those sites will officially be partners. And you will partner with either Chad Hurley or Steve Chen, whichever you want to be YouTube CEO. And then you will be the one to make the sites like you've always dreamed of. So don't just sit there. Don't just sit there and complain about the problems. Get up. Do something about it. Actions speak louder than words. It'll be you. That's going to make a difference. Once you become Google CEO, you work very hard for it. It'll take years, it'll take a long time for you to get there. But I know from your knowledge, you're very smart. I know you can be capable of running Google. And then you can hire Chad Hurley or Steve Chen as YouTube CEO. You will have the authority to do that. You will have the authority to fire Susan Wojcicki. You will have the authority to hire either Chad Hurley or Steve Chen. You will be the one to fix YouTube and Google. The reason why I say you being Google CEO is because Google's a bigger company than YouTube. Google is higher up because Google runs YouTube. They own YouTube. So this is my advice to you, Spencer Karter. Instead of just complaining about the problems, get up, do something, go to school, learn everything you need to know to work for Google. Get promoted, promotion after promotion, work your way up, and then become Google CEO and get the authority to fire Susan Wojcicki and then replace her with Chad Hurley or Steve Chen as YouTube CEO. You will make the change to these sites. You will make YouTube great again. So this is the best advice I can think of. So do not ignore this. Don't think I'm your enemy. I'm trying to help you out. I'm not your enemy. So, coming from a fellow human being on the autism spectrum, get up, do something about it. All right? One more time. Actions speak louder than words. Thank you for watching, and good night.